all social media platforms and on YouTube. So please check us out. It's the same information that goes on this show, and every now and then you get a little extra. Considering, Classic Cocktails
extra.
You get a little extra.
Like today, we get all extra. We got the Mrs. Joe like sitting over here with this chest out. We ain't got. Like I'm just saying. Look. I mean, I thought Joe was gone, but we got him back in real and female form.
Be prepared, okay? Be prepared.
I wasn't prepared for that. Like literally,
as Joe would say, we serving Cleveland.
Yeah, ain't nobody give me no memo. But guess what? You know what? Before we get into everything, guess what, nephew?
What's that?
Check it out. Next week.
Right.
I think we should go. I've been working on my chest too as well. I see you move it.
I can move. I've been able to move.
Okay,
I've been able to move mine.
Wait until next week. I got something for you.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it to y'all. You over there, you up there, you right here, where everybody is. I'm bringing it.
1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty, 4.
Hey. Let's do it. I love it.
I'm going to just.
So today's topic. Today, I said a little bit earlier how we're talking about choices, right?
Right.
Choosy lover.
Right.
Absolutely. So, life is all about choices. And then the reason why I said I was going to open this thing up was because I am, for those who don't know, I am 40-something years old. And
so you go say, but not say
40-something. No, 40,
she 40-something.
43. Because 40-something sounds like 47, and I ain't that old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take what I got. Anyway, I said that to say that I'm on the brink of grown children. I have a 21-year-old graduated a few years ago, and I have an 18-year-old that's graduating this year in a couple months. So anybody who knows, trying to parent adult children is a whole nother level. Like, I've never been here before. This is new to me. So making sure that I try to not only be an example, but speak to them and tell them different things. Like, you got to share that parental wisdom with your kids. And we already know that when we were that age, we weren't listening to that damn parental
I don't know if she's somebody listen to my parents.
My kids are barely listening. It's like going in one ear out the other type deal, and I'm trying to steer them the right way and all the things. So we're talking about choices, and I want to kind of highlight what that looks like at that age. So I'm gonna go back a little bit before we move forward into this conversation. So I want to ask my co-host here and my guest. Let's think about when you were between the ages of 18 and 22. And the choices
I didn't know
that you
right.
had in front of you. We're talking about career, relationship, things like that. So tell me a little bit about the choices that you had or the choices that you made. And if you would go back and do it the same way. Would you go back and make the same choice that you made, Reese?
I mean, at 18, 20 years old, I was wondering if I'm still going to wear drawers out of pack or wear boxers. I didn't know what I was going to do.
You was going through lifestyle decisions.
I was going through a lifestyle decision
okay,
about what I was going to do. I mean,
fair.
And then, Reese came in the building and she said, you got to show up and show out.
Okay.
But,
so it was around that time where you decided on the person you were going to be. Give us a little bit more insight.
Well, for me, I was still confused because at that age, you're influenced by anything, what people say, what you see, all that. So I had to go through that trend, if you will.
Yeah.
So I really didn't get my stuff together for real, honestly, until I was 30. I was in my 30s when I really felt comfortable in my own skin. So in 18, 20,
you was still wearing the mask, still being who our parents wanted you to be.
I was outside.
He was outside?
I was outside.
In the dark though, and undercover in the closet.
You can't be outside in Atlanta in the dark.
Wait a minute.
In the dark, in the closet, undercover.
I mean, you talking about one. I was out there when 112 was popping. I was out there like I was getting it like this, But I did have.
Was you wearing a tennis skirt?
Now with this ass I have, that's impossible. But nonetheless, I was wearing those bell bottoms, and then next thing you know, I had the long white tee on. So you never knew what you was gonna get.
So they had them apple bottom
jeans.
Hey,
I was like this. I was like that. You know what I mean? I did it all in one night. Like I switched up in one night. I'm the original. I originated the switch up. Really did.
A long tee that looked like a dress.
That's absolutely. I went to one club one way. I went to the other another way.
Wow. Wow,
that's how you pull them, though.
Honest, friend.
And I was pulling them.
Honesty.
I was pulling them though.
That's how you pull them, though.
You know, because as you can see,
I mean,
nothing's really changed.
Yeah,
Other than I gained a little weight, but that part. But yeah, my 18, 20, I didn't know nothing about life. I was just choosing whatever felt good at the time. I was an emotional chooser. I chose my emotions.
Oh,
with my emotions, brother.
Thanks for the honesty, Ryan. I mean, hey,
I know that's why I'm in therapy now, and I'm 44. That's why I'm still choosing.
We all still choosing. Kia, what about you?
What's up, Kia? What you got? What you got for?
We ain't gonna play with her. What about you? What was you thinking at that age?
At that age, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be at 25.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wanted kids. I wanted to do music and acting.
Okay.
So when I did meet someone and we had our first son, I knew then, okay, this is what I want. I want a family. I think about 23, 22, or 22. Yeah. I pretty much decided what I wanted. Here we go. I pretty much decided what I wanted to do. And I wanted to have a family. I wanted to be a mother, a wife. So it was, yeah.
Okay. So you knew what you wanted.
I knew what I wanted.
Were you heading in that direction? Because you say a mother, a wife. Those are the things that honestly can come natural. Like we ain't got to do a whole lot of work to get that. Because at the end of the day, somebody waiting to get you pregnant. Somebody wants you.
My God.
Tender age. That's the truth.
My
somebody
God.
wants you.
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of
when we met, we both talked and we knew, okay, well, this is what we've been through. This is what I've been through. We don't want that for our kids. So this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So we talked about it and knew what we wanted. And
was this person older?
Yeah, he was like 16 years older.
Ooh, wait a minute. Y'all didn't woke up a beef because
excuse me.
Yes.
I'm about
break.
To the soapbox.
Pass that.
Pass that to her.
Yeah.
Yes, I love older men.
Go ahead.
I've always loved older men. Even when I was 25, I think my boss, he was Italian and he was salt and pepper, and I thought he was just the most gorgeous
Italian man with salt and pepper.
Hey, I mean, you up here with Rocky.
He had a boss type of attitude.
Yeah, he was kind of whorish.
He got no choice. He
was kind of whorish, but he was good looking. But I've always been attracted to older men. So he was 16 years older than me.
If you don't put this mic up, so folks.
Oh yes, he was 16 years older than me.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
And
she dang Rocky Balboa, and she don't want to tell nobody. Let's go. Come on, she got the Italian stallion. She don't want to tell nobody.
Yeah, but I didn't
all these details.
I didn't get the Italian, so I got the black guy.
Dang.
Sound disappointed.
No. I didn't mean it like that.
I fell in love with Toby. I got Toby instead. That's how she making the sound. Like, come on.
I got Coot. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
But
she wanted to be Lucy, but I guess I'm big on. I guess I'm Medea now. I want to be Lucy.
Oh, shit. But yeah, I didn't mean it like that. But yeah.
Oh no, we got to revisit that one. Right.
But yeah, after, we everything was good. Everything was good. We've been married 22 years, so right now we're separated, trying to figure out what we want to do. Our kids are grown. I have my first granddaughter, so it's okay.
So I was gonna ask if that relationship lasted and how it lasted and things of that nature. So before we get into where you guys are now, I'm glad you shared that part about the fact that y'all did last 22 years, because one of the things that I always say is that older men do absolutely look for, prey on, groom. We can call it a lot of different things, right? They look for the younger women. I was young too, and of course, I had a lot of older men that was on my tail. I remember when I was like 14, and the men used to be like, "Ooh, 4 more years," and I'm like, now that I think back about that, I'm like, how disgusting is a grown man that looks at a child and says, "Ooh, 4 more years." Like they just be waiting. like some vultures. Like at the end of the day. And this ain't no shade to your husband, but it's all about the fact that older men be looking at the young girls. And we being young, thinking that it's cute, like you said, loving it, love the attention, love the maturity.
But you know what?
Like
he
all of that.
He wasn't even after me. I was after him.
Oh wow! All right, well that changes the story.
I was on
put the mic up and let me hit it.
I was a bad girl, so I was on a work release program.
And the plot thickens.
Yeah,
it's just thickening all over the place right now.
And I was doing work, and he was there, and somebody dared me. I bet you won't talk to him.
My teacup.
And we just hit it off from there. I gave my number.
Struggling with the motion is for her. Because I mean, really. So you telling me that this man was up here going just a normal work day, and you got dared to talk
a little fast tail self, like your grandma would say.
Yeah. And wait a minute. And you in a work release program. Yeah. So you ain't really got nothing going for yourself at that time but game. That's where I'm going with this right now. Stay with me. So you ain't got nothing but game, really, honestly.
Yeah. Right.
And you still pulled them. Hot damn.
Baby, that's why she was over at the plant. She wasn't even supposed to be at the plant.
I'm done. I need to know
because the folks didn't sent her that way.
Yep.
And she didn't find her husband.
Okay, so
I ain't mad at
hey, don't forget though.
What you said.
Don't forget though. She wanted the Italian.
And she wound up getting Kuta.
Well, no,
there was
about childhood crushes because when I was a child, I had a crush on Tevin Campbell, and we see how that played out.
Don't tell nobody that ever in life.
I got the lie, Craig. I got the lie.
You learn so much stuff about your friend. This is supposed to be my bestie. Don't you ever say that again. As a best friend, do not ever say that again.
Kids and used to name your children, you used to write it out on paper. My child was named Asia Lachey Campbell.
Yeah, we're gonna have to revisit that.
You know what? I'm not gonna be able to listen to Can We Talk ever again and not think about that. Run through my doggone mouth. Shut up. Don't you better
tell me your name, baby.
Monique, baby. Like, really? Wow. Okay, so getting back to, I really want to know, what did you say to this man to make him say,
yes, what was your opening
woman
line?
From a work release program and make her wife?
And wait.
Because I need to know that.
Work release, what was you, 18, 19?
I was
20?
19.
Okay, and he was
19, 20, something like
16 years older than that.
23. Yeah.
He was damn near 40. He was
40.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so here you are, young, sexy thing, tenderoni, coming through with the dimples and everything.
I was.
Yes, I already know.
Hey, did you do that scroll that you be doing on your blog? If y'all don't know, go to Keoka's. We're gonna tell your Instagram. What's your Instagram and everything right now?
I am Keoka Music. KYOKAMUSIQ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you want to see some entertainment because she got to walk on her. That's gonna kill somebody. Like literally. I mean, the walk is walking. I mean, heel toe. With the switch with it too.
They talk about me at work. They said, "Good, we see you walk." I said, "What?"
I mean, she don't give a damn what she could be at Walmart. She could be in the middle of the street. I seen her on Richard Arrington Boulevard. Cars just passing by, and she's still strolling. She's strolling. Like you gonna get this today? That's Keoka right there. So my thing is, did you give him the stroll? That's what you gave him?
No, I think I got the stroll afterwards.
Oh,
so she got him without the stroll.
Because then I started feeling myself and getting things start coming together. I'm like, oh, this is it. Oh, right there. Right there.
Hate to see you leave, love to see you go.
That part, sir.
You taking us this road right here.
And
we
so
was not expecting to go on this ride, but come on.
Eventually I took him to my mother and my aunt. He met my family and they just loved him.
Wow.
And they were like, "Oh my God, you got a dark one."
Oh, wow.
Because I've always been into red bones, red guys, light skinned guys.
Well, back in the day, they were popular.
And I started meeting dark guys, dark skin, and they were just so awesome and just
beautiful.
Oh no, it's just something about them chocolate folk.
It was just I don't know what it was. Just something that was. Oh my God, I've been missing out on this all this time. Get on, red bone, go home.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I enjoy both sides. Like brown.
Dark,
yeah.
I think I'm gonna
yeah.
stay on
But
that.
you always have thing for the chocolate
So
side, right?
I love
I'm
that.
on the chocolate
I'm
side.
gonna
now.
stay on. I'm gonna stay on the dark chocolate side.
I'm on all sides.
I just can't. This is y'all have okay, but I
Oh, that's
love
a your
that.
alley. Wait, like
Y'all know I like. You know I don't discriminate when it comes down to what's attractive. I like them light, dark.
Yeah.
I'm talking everything. I ain't
I
mad.
appreciate all of them.
But so going back to where you were back then, you already knew what you want. You had your eyes set. You made a decision right away.
As we got
Which
to know
is
each
dope.
other. Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
See, for me, I didn't know exactly what I wanted in a relationship. I knew what I wanted because Boyz II Men had told me what love was. Okay, Boyz II Men had told me what type of love I supposed to be looking for. Okay,
and which was what? Which song?
I mean, I wanted the kind that was gonna wait till the well runs dry, and no, it's just the wait till the well. I wanted the kind that was gonna, be just overly gushing and adoring and all of those things. And so I knew what I wanted, and it was because of the R&B love songs of the '90s. And if you know, those are the songs that really was like given when it came down to love, right? So being a young tenderoni like Kyoko was, we all young and firm and sexy and just, going through the world. And I really didn't know what I wanted. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know where it was going to come from. So when you think of, like you said, Reese, thinking about the choices, trying to figure it out, trying to find yourself, it's a lot that goes into that. But one thing for sure is that whatever choice you make, it come back around to bite you.
Absolutely.
Or, to push you one way or another. Like, I don't believe that everything that happened is a bad thing. I think that, even in the rough stuff, good come from it. The lessons that I learned and things like that.
Facts.
But child, some of the things that I went through and the lessons I learned because of the choices I made, I wish I could go back and undo them.
But it made you into the person that you are right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to go through life experiences to appreciate and grow from them. So that's my logic for today. I sound so intelligent on this mic right now. But anyway, no. But for real, when I look back on, especially relationships, God Almighty, what was I thinking?
So what was some of the relationships that you got into after like that time when you were still seeking? Give me a story time about something particular that went on.
Well, hell, I was going with people that were more confused than I was. How you gonna have two confused damn people in a relationship?
So were you still dating guys at that time?
Hell no.
Okay, so did you ever date a guy?
Unfortunately.
Why is it unfortunate? How did that go?
It was beautiful. He showed me so many things.
He didn't show you that thing.
You know what? You can't tell grown folks nothing.
You said he showed you some things, but not that thing. So,
that thing.
What things did he show you?
You can't confide in people these days. That's what I learned. You can't confide in no damn body these days. No, he ain't show me nothing. I ain't want to know.
So what did you guys experience?
We experienced that I ain't want no dude.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely. I just couldn't see myself being with a guy for the rest of my life.
When did you know?
Hell, I knew I was 5 years old that something was wrong.
Really?
She had a crush on Jolie Wiley.
You know what? If she wants to tell my story, you know what? Somebody take me. You tell my story for me. God dang, why do you think I want to let somebody know that? What? Touch what?
Any part of the mail.
An eggplant.
That thing.
Yeah, I've touched it. Yeah, I have.
Watch out.
Touch again.
Is the question I want to know.
The shit like a fish out of water. I'm just jumping up and down. I'm like, wait, that doesn't do anything for me. I don't know what the hell to do with that. No,
yeah, if it's a fish,
you don't get excited until you know what it's about, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No.
When you're just looking at it, you probably don't know. So it ain't
Well,
nothing exciting.
I think that it's how you feel. Like, whether you want the eggplant or the kitten.
But you don't know if you haven't
it's just
tried
how she said kitten. That did something to me right there when she said kitten. So honestly, I know. Eggplant didn't do shit for me. Hey, no, say again, say kitten again.
Right.
Say kitten. No, what now? No, what? Keep going with the conversation. I'm sorry. Woo, Ooh, got excited.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
Reese, I understand.
Do you
I
understand?
understand. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He do not get to chime in. No.
I don't want no pause of it.
Okay, so let me go back to young people and even to Kyoka's point. Do young people get to start thinking about not get to, I don't want to say that, but should young people be thinking about relationships and marriage? Like that's a thing that goes back and forth a lot. They're talking about the fact that, you should get married young. No, you should wait. No, you should establish yourself. No, you should know where you're going, especially for a man. So should young people be thinking about marriage?
It depends on it. Depends. To me, I think it depends on that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I already knew when I graduated, I didn't want to go to the college. I was doing my music. I was glad I was getting into the relationship and, had, 2 sons and was with their father. And so
how old were you when you had your first son?
I was 24.
Okay.
20, 24, 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I just knew that's what I wanted. But then as I got older, I knew, okay, I'm ready to go back to school because I wanted to be an example for my sons. So I went to school while they were in school and they saw me going to school along with them. So yeah, so that's
how it's good. Yeah, that's definitely a way of being inspirational, being an example, but also still, trucking along to our dreams, trying to get where we're trying to go. Reese, what about you? Should young people be trying to get married? Should they be seeking marriage at that tender age?
No, absolutely not. No. And the reason why I say that is because you feel like you're grown, but you're not.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go through life experiences and you are, and you got in the world, you're going to understand what it is that you like and you don't like naturally. Like it's going to come to you without any other influences. And you can say that, I married my high school sweetheart. And then you find out what the hell I do that for. Like you go 10 years down.
I liked him. He was a boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like what you do that for? Because you haven't experienced anything that's new and different. You don't know what it is that you like because you don't have a sense of awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially for me, I think the generations have changed because me growing up, it was just like, okay, my influences were my parents. So it was about what they wanted me to do. Go to school, like you said, go to college, get married, get a 401k, buy a house, stay at a job forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these kids these days, they don't want to hear nothing about that.
No.
They have so many other options to choose from.
Yeah.
Some of them not even think about college.
Right.
Because what's the purpose of getting a piece of paper that you're going to have to pay for about 30 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they like, I'm going to be an influencer. I'm outside.
Right.
They're more free spirited than we are.
And they have more options to do that though. So
absolutely.
Let's give them that.
And then they're able to explore themselves. And I know I talk about, me and my personal preference or lifestyle, if you will. But these kids outside.
Yeah.
Like right. I had a girl come up to me and I mean she couldn't be no more than like 11 or something talking about I'm some type of sexual. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Oh my god. Did she call herself a sapiosexual?
I think that's what it was. I was like, so you got a pouch? I mean, I didn't know what that was. I'm like, what the hell, bro? What?
It basically means like I'm a sexual being in all aspects.
At 11, you don't even know. What do you know?
It means that I'm attractive. Like I draw in. Like somebody can fact check me. Somebody can look it up. But that's what I believe in.
That sounds similar to pansexual.
Pansexual means like you love everything.
Yeah, everything
like
that would love you.
Literally fall in love with an item or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what Wayne Brady is?
Everything.
Didn't he say he was a pansexual?
I think
Wayne. He said that.
Yeah, Wayne Brady.
Brady. I think he did say that.
Okay, can we? You can love an item. What you mean?
I mean, people.
I can fall in love with my phone right now.
Like I had a friend that told me he was like that. Now we wasn't so close after. Because
can you imagine having
where he was coming from, and this was me linking back up with him.
Right.
So he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm a pansexual." I was like, "Okay, what is that?" And he described it to me. He was like, "Yo, bro, if I feel like I like a dog or a cat, that's my mate." if I feel like I like a thing like TV or whatever it is, that's what I dedicate it to. And he was just describing it, and I was like, I'm a little lost.
Yeah, I can't.
I saw a show like a documentary one time.
From what I hear though, that change up with how you feel. So you can love something one day and you can get out of love with it the next.
Absolutely. So it's just a smoke.
So that's why I was like, I'm confused, because I'm like, then what? Okay. And I just left it alone.
And it's
like,
hey, all over. Man, why does it? But no, can't be simplistic.
To your point, you are absolutely right. Nowadays, the kids have a lot of freedom, not only in their career fields and what they want to do and be and how they want to make money for themselves, but also in how they want to love and experience love and also sexual pleasure. Because now we have the broadness of the LGBTQIA community.
You did well, because I'm in it and I don't know all the symbols. I don't know all of them. I have no idea.
Broad. It's so broad.
I have no. I'm old school. I'm from LGBT.
It wasn't even T. It wasn't even T when you was coming up, friend.
I'm that serious. The T was new to me. T was new to me, and I was done. It was a
LGBT.
That does not mean that I don't respect anybody else or acknowledge them, but that's all I know. Don't ask me where I'm at.
Then it was LGBT, and then
the QIA.
Oh, LGB, then LGBT.
Well, from what they say, the Q always been around. It just
what is the Q stand for again?
Queer.
Okay.
Oh, which is sorry. Okay, so bottom line,
sorry, I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm sorry.
Broad spectrum, and it is so much more open and accepted because everybody wants to be equal, and we want to go into equality and equity. So for the most part, yeah, we have to include everybody. So long story short, you're right about that. These kids have a lot more options, which is difficult for the parents that are strictly religious. And people who know me know that I'm very religious in a lot of my ways, and we go to church and all of the things, and it is not easy to kind of explain that. And again, you're trying to guide adults or even just children. My youngest is the teen, so to guide them and to give them different principles that I live by, I can't impose that on them. I have to keep a certain level of respect and openness and all these things. And it's nothing like it used to be. Because back in the day, like you said, parents was real one way. It was a
route. But you have to understand also that it wasn't really accepted in society.
Right. And that's the reason why it was so cut and dry.
Taboo. Yeah. But now everybody outside like that. I'm out here. What I want to love today. A brick. I like it.
So I was going to say that I saw a documentary about a man or a woman who was like, they were paying, and she fell in love with a damn airplane. So this chick would sneak out to the airplane yard to make love to the airplane.
How the hell? Wait a minute. Sometimes things can get so. Wait a minute. How?
She was YT, and it was ridiculous, but it was good TV because I sat there and watched it at 3:00 in the morning.
Something was wrong with her, right?
She was bad, but mentally, something got to be wrong with you to fall in love with an object and to think you're going to make love to it. Like that's absolutely.
And this was a woman.
Yes.
Okay, so So
can you imagine she out there rubbing on the damn airplane? It's ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
I mean, so what? So was the wing? So was the wing the thing?
She can only get to the wheel.
I'm trying to figure out what the thing was. Was it the wing? Was the thing or the wheel was the thing?
I'm here to break this down.
Thing? What you mean thing? You mean eggplant?
It ain't nothing to break. She can only get to the wheel.
Right, it's a whole airplane. Like just ridiculous. But when they start talking and something really wrong because they really be talking like this is their mate.
With passion.
Okay. So wait. So I mean, if she making love to an airplane, then you talking about the wheel is the only thing she gets to.
Tour.
It's the ridiculousness for me.
Oh, she smell real rubbery.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'm just saying. When it comes down to our young people, and even for me, like I said, I wasn't looking for marriage. I was that person that said I really wasn't trying to be married, because I did not see a whole lot of successful marriages. I saw a lot of marriages, but they were not all successful. Like people were they were miserable inside the marriage. I saw that, but they were holding on. And then I saw people who had obviously gotten divorced or spent years together and still got divorced. So, for me, it was like, yeah, marriage don't look like it's all that hot. So I remember being a young woman thinking to myself, like, yeah, I'm not trying to get married. I'm not trying to get married no time soon. Yeah, I wanted to be that young, fancy-free girl that was able to move about, travel, have fun, all of the things.
I was that hopeless romantic. I wanted to be in love and everything about love.
But that don't mean that's what I didn't see it.
Really? You was the romantic type?
Oh yes, absolutely. I believed in all this stuff, unconditional love, and wanted to be with that one for the rest of my life. Stuff like that. Man. Cook collard greens on Sunday.
So I was like, about that.
I agree. My song, I don't write just love songs for nothing. Okay. That's from the heart. That's from the groin. That's from the heart. Yeah.
When I was in school, I didn't date. I didn't date at all. It wasn't because I couldn't. I just didn't want to. I didn't date until I got out of school, actually.
So the girls were pushing up on you because I
hollered at a lot of folks.
Oh, okay.
I never considered nobody.
Oh, okay.
So if I was to holler, I didn't care because I didn't care enough to go through the rigmarole or the little stuff because it was kind of similar to you when you came down to marriage and stuff like that. I seen a lot of marriages, but then I also seen the bad side to it. And I ain't got the wherewithal for real, especially when I was in high school. And then your boss looking good, so I ain't want to get tied down to nobody. You feel me? But I was on the football team. I was on I was with the band. I was in band freaks.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Phillips High School.
So you get tied down with one year, man. You kind of take away your others. And I was like, hell no, not me. So I ain't dating until I really got into college.
I don't know. I think Kyoka having a couple of memories over here because you said tell me about it.
Brought the band in.
Band was dope. Being in the band, it was dope.
One time,
all the trips.
One time at band camp.
Yeah, that part.
What y'all used to do on these little damn? Because I played basketball, so I played sports. So I don't know what y'all used to do on these trips.
Florida A&M. I mean, man.
Well,
Freaknik wasn't Freaknik, but I never went to Freaknik.
Word?
But it was.
I never. I wanted to go. I was gonna go when they brought it back, but then they
banned it.
Never went.
I wanted to go. I was waiting.
I wanted to. Yeah.
I want to be outside.
Ain't nothing but
For those of us that missed out on Freaknik, I'm with
man.
You. Okay,
who missed out on Freaknik, man?
We was all on the same boat. We was waiting on our opportunity.
Yep.
But damn, Atlanta. Damn.
I know, right? I was ready for mine. I wanted my turn.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
But yeah, that's how it was with me. I only had 2 relationships in my lifetime.
Wow.
And so you did have one.
Yeah.
At least one.
Okay. Yeah, I only dated 2 girls seriously.
How long were they?
My longest one was about 4 years, and my other one was about 2.5.
Okay.
Now I'm in the streets.
Caught up and now everybody else got himself up.
Yeah. My trauma.
I mean, what they say about y'all get over your trauma and just deal with it and move on because you could be missing out on the best thing.
Do you like older women or younger?
I like.
I'm gonna say, don't look at me.
I like older women, but I like them. My older women have requirements, so if you meet them, then it don't matter what age you are older. And
what are the requirements though? You're spiking questions and you're gonna keep going. Like what's the requirement?
The requirements is and you can really sum it up to you just gotta look good to me. But be built up a little bit, you feel me? Keep yourself up. You ain't gotta be super duper fit as long as you got the yams on you. You feel me? You got the yams on you. We can make do. and
with an older woman?
Yeah.
With an older woman.
Because and me, it's crazy. Me and Joe actually had this conversation on our show. Shout out to Joe Like Show. But yeah, like I don't care. You can be a big girl. As long as you carry your weight, like clean. Proportion. Like you can be proportioned. Be proportioned. I want you to be proportioned. But you carry your weight. I'm not tripping on you being what everybody else call fat. or what everybody else calls skinny.
I feel you. I feel you.
Because that don't fit with me. If I like it, then I like it.
But not to get sidetracked, but you gotta understand that we live in these days where everything tight. They got all these apparatuses and stuff they put on, and I mean they could be wide as all outdoors. I mean lumps everywhere. They put this thing on and jiggle it.
It's gone.
I mean they're smooth, like all the way down. That's right now. You know, not now, but back in the day when I was out there, because back in the day I used to do the pat down.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
pat.
Because if I feel all that extra.
Shake some loose. Got shake some loose. I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? Cause I know that if we get into the moment, you take it out, we're gonna go whoosh.
But you know, like women always tell us consistency and stuff like that. I'm a big proponent of consistency. But if you consistently lie, I need you to keep your lie up. So when you keeping your lie up, yeah, you look real good with the girdle on. Keep that shit on.
You can't keep it on when
no. You went through. You gotta follow through.
Now you can keep it on because I have a faja that when I was bigger. When I was bigger, I would wear my faja. I would work out in my faja that would hold me in as I work, and I was sweating. Now it's big on me now. But look, right in the middle, there's a zipper. There's an opening. You ain't even got to take it out.
At all.
Come on. You ain't even got. It's already got to open it for you.
I mean,
look. What? Look.
I'm just letting you know. You ain't even got to take it off.
Gym clothes already lingerie.
You ain't got to take it off.
Let's stop bagging. Gym clothes already lingerie.
They really.
It is.
It really is. It really
but when
is.
you take those gym clothes off and you got the faja on, you ain't even got to take the faja off
at all.
Because there's an opener right there.
So how long can you keep it on? Because it's like to what nephew said, I'm with him. If you're gonna have it on when I meet you, you got to keep the damn thing.
Oh, I slept with it on.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's and as I slept with it on and worked out, it started working my body, shaping it up. Yeah.
I mean, because you're working out still.
Okay.
Is a fupa okay?
A fupa?
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about big girls.
Nobody worry about that.
Okay, none about
Nobody worry about it.
I mean, once when you land on your back, it just spread like your tit.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be like,
I know Reese ain't never put on this kind of apparatus, but
you don't know what I did for these women out here. You don't know what I did.
I
put it on
shapewear. Okay, I wear shapewear. I have to put on not a girdle, but I put on like the little things every now and then. But baby, I can imagine laying down and sleeping in it. Literally, you be barely breathing, just sitting back. You be like, oh.
I mean, it's not that the faja isn't that bad. It's not that bad. Put it on. Like I said, I bought two of them, but they're both loose, so now I have to reinvest in a smaller one.
You make me want to go and give me one if it's like that.
I love it.
Work like that.
I love it.
And the way she's looking about this zipper, she got happy when she said something about the zipper. It's just
because you got a zipper at the bottom between it. Zip. Come on, baby. I ain't even got to take it off. Ladies
and gentlemen, thank you.
Too much work. And obviously, you dealing with a man that's like, shoot. Okay, like
now I don't have to wear it. Well, I do wear my the waist trainer.
Yeah. But see, go back to the fact you was married for 22 years, so that changes things. You know, your husband used to seeing it like, you know, when you got somebody new in the situation and you trying to be.
He had it at almost 400 pounds and now I'm
the same energy.
I
want the same energy.
Like when
consistency.
Obviously, when you're auditioning, because at this point it's an audition, right? When you auditioning for something new, this is a full live show. Yeah. So you can't just be in here with no daggone faja on. You're gonna have to come right. And you damn sure you gotta wear your confidence. Gotta wear the confidence, y'all. No matter what you look like, put that confidence on.
Look, everybody choosing to lie, so you might as well consistently do it.
But you cannot lie in the middle of the performance. You cannot.
Says who?
Says who?
Says me.
Okay. All right. Says you. Okay, that's enough. Okay.
You F around, tell the truth if you want to.
My thing. I just want to be real about what you can do and what you can't. Like, you know.
You can show up as you are, but my point is that especially when you have a waist trainer or some type of thing going and you're in a new situation, y'all about to get down and dirty for the first time. Obviously, you can't pop up in this situation with a waist trainer on and be like, yeah, I'm ready. That's not gonna fly.
So, question is this new situation serious or is it?
It don't matter. It don't matter. It could be a fling spring thing.
Man, I'm lying to a fling. You get on with that.
Now you got some fellas
in the dark. She didn't patted you down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pat me down.
Mm-hmm. Be like a Congo.
So you felt it. You knew the thing is there.
Understandable, but at the same time, like, don't have false expectations kill it for me. That's what I'm saying to you. False expectations. Like, don't, if you know you got a fupa, you say you call it what? A fupa. It's certain things you ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna suffocate me. Use your imagination. You ain't gonna suffocate me. Okay? Get it together. Find another position. Next time. False expectations. God, come on now. Let's be real.
Never hurt nobody. So
no.
But did you?
I like me.
Hold your bro.
I'm too old for that, man.
But
I don't know what my lung capacity is, man.
But I always share what I had on. I even look at this. You ain't even gotta look at the baby. You ain't even gotta sit. Come on, take it out. Come on, take it out.
So she doing a whole Victoria's Secret show for
I already know when I was big, it's gonna be biscuits about to pop out. He already knew. He already knew. He already knew. Oh, sorry.
Oh my
but this is what we do on a Thursday mix. We don't care about no topic.
There's no rules here. There's no rules here. Oh my goodness. Because y'all done got me all in a different zone. I'm thinking about Baja sex. But
Lord have mercy.
We gotta have a whole segment called Baja.
Oh man, we got refreshing. After that, we got refreshing.
Right. We're gonna have to get us another round of drinks, y'all. But okay, I got one more question before I, make my way to go do round 2 for us. So when we thinking about relationships and when you're making your decision, how long does it take to make a decision regards to relationships?
About whether or not you want to be in a relationship or not?
That, or if this person is the person, because I think that kind of goes hand in hand. Like I said, I didn't even know I wanted a relationship until I found that person, and then it was kind of like, oh, well, I guess I can. It was still the wrong decision, but that ain't the point.
I don't know. You and Kiel gonna have to talk about that because as a lesbian, we move in, we have a U-Haul truck the next day.
That's crazy.
Oh no.
Yeah, serious.
Word.
Between you and Portia?
No, I learned. But it grew into something beautiful.
Shout out to Mo Campbell.
But no, we lead with our emotions for real. So we don't have any type of logic to it.
Girl.
You think? Thank you for letting me know.
You're a woman, Damon.
You're a woman, Damon.
Sometimes please be confused, y'all. She be up here acting like she's straight one of the dudes, and she be giving me pushback like she wants to, and then she be saying things like us. And I be like, us, you over here. What you mean?
Mentality wise, honey, mentality.
She be straight acting like
right here.
One of them.
Right here.
No, you're
I'm all in here. I'm all in here. Look at this. Look at all this strength running through me right here. Like Joe Lockett. Look at this, Joe. I'm like Joe Lockett. All this strength right here. You don't see this?
Ma'am, no.
Hell.
No, man. She's one of us. Okay. But anyway. Answer the question so I can go get
We don't even know what the question is no more. Say it again.
How do we know when it's time to lock in? How do we know when the decision is it's time to make that decision?
Okay, what you got?
Well, after 30 days, give it 4 weeks of dating and seeing how each other are, how we are.
Facts. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So how you are, meaning,
is he? Can I tolerate him?
Wait a minute. Tolerate?
Yeah. I mean,
you got to elaborate on that. Tolerate
because he wasn't as.
Oh, she put on her. Wait a minute. She put on her proper voice position. He wasn't as. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm with it now. Let me get.
He wasn't like the other guys that I had dated, but they were younger. So I'm dealing with an older, gentleman. So now I have to think different now because he's already been where I'm coming from. So he's been with the bull.
Okay. Okay.
And so I have to get on his level and see where the hell he's at.
Right.
And then I can go ahead and make well, this is where I'm at. So where we gonna meet at?
Okay, I feel you on that. So what are the deciding factors for you when it comes to that? Like, what decides
Does
to
he
whether or
work?
not
Is he working? Does he have a car? Is he? If I need anything, does he have my back?
Okay.
Does he
If I have a
have
child,
what?
does he want? So we talked about all that.
Does he have a car? Does he have a job?
I heard that part. A back?
No.
Does
he have my back?
Oh, does
Her
he
back.
have your back? I
Yeah.
thought you said,
not with the zipper. Not with the zipper. Not with the zipper. Come on, nephew.
No.
Work with
I
me
wasn't
now.
thinking with the zipper. I was thinking old man vibes because I was like,
no,
dang,
no,
he lost his back and you you gonna drop him off?
So 30 days is the time, right? We got in the comments. So 30 days. Everybody say 30 days.
30 to
30
60
days.
days. Maybe 1 or 2 months. Cause yeah.
So when do you get in the point where you start thinking about this is the one? Will it be 30 days or you need longer than that to decide whether or not this is the one?
Good point.
Well, to me, after 3 months, I was pregnant. So
damn. Okay, we're gonna leave you out. I'm gonna turn over here. You on time out.
Nah,
She's on time out.
She decided first month.
That part.
She decided first month.
That part.
God, Jesus.
So what happened back in the day when y'all used to wait before you got married? I mean, wait before you had in marriage.
What? I don't know.
Did I say that right? I think
back in the day. You said back in the day.
Back in the day, you didn't go do all them extracurricular activities until you got married. What happened to that?
Married.
Extracurricular activities till we got married?
Yeah, what happened to that?
No, there was activities before the marriage.
No, it ain't supposed to be that way. You're supposed to wait. You're supposed to wait until afterwards.
No,
after you get married.
I had to make sure this is what I wanted.
So that's a deciding factor.
I had to test the product.
God damn.
There we go. Because I'm not going to be in a marriage.
No, let them marinate real quick.
In this week, then I'll be out there messing with somebody else.
Teach them. Then you gonna have to teach the man.
Yeah, but he's older than me, so I'm expecting him to know what he should know his business. I'm the student.
Go on and play it. Say it again. That's all I was waiting for. I was waiting for.
But I can be the teacher to teach him some things. But I just felt like I should be the student. You should be showing me what you want.
Because there ain't nothing you gonna be able to teach him.
Because he's so much older, he should already know the ropes.
He lived a long life.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I get it.
When he was 16, I was just born into the world. So he's got 16 years on me.
Damn. Okay.
He should already
so
know.
He should have started early. Like he was bucking early. Then.
He told me he started early. He was 11. The babysitter took him.
All right. Well, hit me again real quick, nephew. It's only I don't have too many times in my life where you can say I'm
Lord, that's
speechless
dark.
right now. Somewhat speechless right now. With that being said, ma'am, let's bring it back. I gotta get my Donahue voice back on, like Ricky Lake or something.
Yeah.
So, he told me, So did he share with you what his negotiables was and all that for y'all got married? Did you meet all his marks, or you didn't even care because you was just throwing that thing back?
Well, I think at that point we just knew that we wanted to be together. He really didn't have any. We just worked it out because it was new. It was new to me. It's my first time, being out there like that with one. It was just me. It was just
great.
It was a wonderful thing. I mean, it's been 22 years, but like I say,
I mean, I'm putting all this together. You know what I'm saying? I'm very observant. I'm putting this together. So let's go through this timeline real quick. You in a work release program.
Yep.
You didn't have your walk yet.
No walk.
But she had something. So she had game, right? There you go. With 16 years, you're senior.
16.
And pulled him. 3 months in. Clap. You just showed him the little zipper. Now you pray.
There it is. There it is.
Now you put a ring on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where we at, really? That's where we at, right?
Yeah.
Well, the zipper didn't come until after the babies.
I was gonna say that zipper.
So without a zipper.
We looking for a zipper.
But I was slim back then. Yeah, I had just gotten slim and then I got pregnant. It was over.
Great googly movie.
Yeah.
We gonna wear that, but not tonight. You gonna wear that
Time
tonight.
you got pregnant and had the baby, you know, them old school men, they believe in doing that. So they probably was like, yeah.
She was taking care of.
Healthy, big woman. And then when I moved back home from California, moved back here, it was just funny, you know, get men talking, hey, how you doing? I'm looking around, who are you talking to? I'm talking to you. What? Yeah, they like big women. I'm like, what?
You ain't even
But you know what's funny is as I lost weight, I got inbox, I don't like you no more.
Word.
I don't like you.
Hey, man.
Stop losing weight. That's why I liked you. What? I'm trying to be healthy. The heck you talking to?
I'm telling you. Well, to each
I
their
mean-
own. Like we said, men don't care nothing about a little bit of cushion now.
I thought
They don't care what you
being
look
in
like.
California, you know, it seemed like they did, but then when I came back home, it was like, I don't care nothing
Nah,
about
you
that.
got
Right. Oh, yeah. The
I was
men in the
like,
South.
It's the pretty
Girl, you got this southern way, girl. Go ahead and
You
try
should
it
have
out.
told me that before I lost
Man.
all that weight, boy.
But like you said, it was still for the good reason, for the
It
healthy
was.
reason.
Because they say I got them hips, so you know, I get a lot of attention. They don't care.
Like the way she rocked them hips.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So did we come to an agreement on how long it takes? Like, did we get a solidified
30
answer?
days.
I said
Yep.
30 to
36.
30,
30 days. We got it in the
That's not a long
comments. 30
time.
days. Yeah,
I
30 to
knew
60
after
days.
I told the woman I was pregnant then, so I knew, okay.
Man.
it.
Okay, so
Tag
here's
your
my
it.
story. Because when I did meet my husband, and I was kind of like, you young me, you so much alike, hey girl. So we was like, so I saw him at a party, and it was one of those situations where he was the cutest guy who came in, and I'm over there, you know, on my little high horse thinking I got to go 1-on-1. And I went up to him. So I approached him. And of course, long story short, this is my first husband. So long story short, we ended up, you know, exchanging numbers. And I think we went out that next day or either 2 days later. So it was not long at all before we went out. And then things started developing. Next thing I know, we in a relationship. This nigga done moved in and we had a baby within 2 months. Like, goodness gracious. Within 2
Okay,
months.
so let's unpack
was
that,
pregnant.
shall we?
Yeah.
So, met him at a party.
Mhm.
Look at that, pat, 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 pat.
Yeah, the
Then
time.
all of a sudden, 2 months later,
Mm.
he done moved in.
And in. Right.
Again.
Right. And I didn't even have my own place.
So after the baby was born,
I didn't even have my own place.
So, man, I'm just trying to think about what happened to all these standards and everything we talked
so
about.
that leads us to the last part that I was going to ask about is our criteria. What is the criteria that we should be choosing on? Now, before I open up the gates for that, I just wanted to be honest about the bad mistakes that I made. Because again, when you're young, and I wasn't even thinking about marriage. I really wasn't. I was just thinking, you know, life, love, fun, all the things. And so when I and got pregnant in 2 months into our little relationship, you know, you thinking it's good, you thinking it's all gravy or whatever. Well, in my case, I was thinking, we'll see what it is. This is all right. I had thought about being married, but it'll be all right. So by the time my son was 2, marriage was a thing. And it was like, yeah, let's go ahead and get married. And then right after that, my daughter came. And then right after that, so all my kids are 3 years apart. But I'm just saying, I made that choice based on what looked like it was supposed to be right at the time. And I did not think of it as a young woman of all the different ways it could go wrong. Because again, people don't tell you that part. People are always selling the idea of marriage. Oh, marriage. Yeah, y'all gotta get married. Especially after y'all mess around and have a baby. So it turns into that's the right thing to do. When really that was the wrong thing to do. That was horrible advice. Y'all should have never told me to get married. Look, I blame everybody else for making it like marriage was everything. I knew in my heart I didn't want to be married at that age, but I
We
went
having a whole couple part over here with this. Go ahead, friend.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I got on my soapbox because that's the truth. I didn't want to be married, but yet I got married because it was the right thing to do. So that was a choice that I made that led to a lot of different disastrous things. So when we talk about choosing and being in that young space, making sure that we choose right, it's the most important thing because you are really changing the trajectory of your life, especially between the ages of 18 and 22. So while we be out here telling these kids to get married, we need to be giving them the criteria.
Tell them the truth. Go out here and go whoring before you get married.
You can't tell them that because
why? They know what it
is. Dangerous nowadays. Honestly,
they already horrid. We talk about people messing with planes. She's dating a plane. What else is dangerous out here?
It's safer than STDs and HIV.
I mean, other than a bad carpet burn and you're gonna smell like rubber for the rest of your life, what else do you have? Look, I mean, really, what we talking about?
Man, I saw a real life blue waffle for the first time.
What the hell is a blue waffle?
This guy posted a video, and I don't know if y'all saw it. It might have went viral. It might have went viral, but it was a whole blue waffle. It looked great. It was so disgusting. So it was a waffle, a blue waffle. So I don't know.
It's not Eggo by Lego. I don't think it is, but I need to know what it is too.
So
she said, "Was it a waffle?"
Back in the day, we used to have, health class with anatomy and all this stuff, and they would teach you about the STDs. So blue waffle was like the worst STD that they taught us about
because it's not curable.
It's not curable. It looks disgusting. So. That's what they call it.
Do you see why?
Well, I'm supposed to be having waffles.
So everybody
can't have a waffle.
I've never heard of waffle. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that I don't even know.
Yeah, we don't even know what you're saying. So we're gonna get you off the blue waffle because you mess up my favorite breakfast snack. That's my favorite breakfast snack. You gonna mess it up. But we got a question though about when you talking about your marriage. Do you think that what you did that was a mistake getting married?
Absolutely, it was a big mistake. It was a big mistake. I don't care if I had a child with him or not. That was the mistake because again, I was young, so I did not realize the depth of what we were doing and how that was going to happen. Don't get me wrong, I know that 1, 2, 3 makes 1, 2 makes 3, so ultimately you can have a baby. But I wasn't expecting to get pregnant. I wasn't expecting to be a ready-made family and then trying to do the right thing. The marriage is what happened because I was trying to do the right thing.
Okay, so you said you wouldn't expect to get married. Weren't you doing the thing?
Again, I wasn't expecting to have a baby.
But weren't you doing a thing that can ultimately result into you being pregnant?
Absolutely. But again, you don't impregnate yourself. We've had this conversation.
We ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into
that. Oh my God.
Why is all the blame on the woman? As if she says, yes, we about to get pregnant. Like nobody said that.
Hold on. I want to hear our guest perspective on this. Go ahead.
Ma'am. Do we or do we not impregnate?
Stop trying to influence her. Don't influence her.
On the what?
Do we or do we not impregnate ourselves? We do not. I'm just going. Okay, go ahead.
Do we? Yeah.
Hell, thank you.
I mean,
can I get a sound effect or something on that?
Sure. No, I mean, but I knew I wanted.
Let me find it. I got you.
Hold on. Well, I want
a kid.
Okay, I mean, to want kids and to want them at the age of 21 is a different thing. Like I had my first baby. I was 22, but bottom line is, and that's a lot of times people have them younger. But the bottom line is that I did not impregnate myself.
You got to think about this, and then I want our guests here to say what they're gonna say. Friend, I know you. Not in that way. Don't look at me like that. Look, I know you. So you did something to put that thing on that man to make him do X, Y, and Z side effects. To where 9 months later,
no,
it ain't like he did it to himself.
He absolutely had the control of whether or not a baby was gonna happen.
And you did too. You could have just sat there and been dry. I'm gonna plug it. I'm gone. Bye. I'm done.
So
I'm gone.
I will absolutely take accountability for the fact that it takes two. However, the man is the main part of what it takes to make a baby.
Wait. So that's what you're putting on us. Just the fact that we supposed to one to shoot it out, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You got the egg. They catch it.
Yes. What are we doing? Egg. You have control over the stuff that shoots out. So we have no control.
Okay.
Our egg.
You see what I'm saying? You see what we be going with this?
Shoot yourself elsewhere. Don't shoot it in the damn direction of the egg.
Wait a minute.
Shoot your stuff in another direction. Don't shoot.
I'm up here looking at a plane laying right now with Joe. Come on, Keoka. What you got? Please help us in this discussion so we can let this rest and just go to bed.
Well,
golly. What we talk about?
And hey, the end of the day, bottom line is
on, Kyo. She up here thinking hard about it.
Look,
she's thinking hard right now.
Okay. So we're not talking about pregnancy no more. Okay. The bottom line is that a man is the one who has.
You gotta let Kyo answer.
Well,
go ahead.
I knew I wanted to have kids, so that's why I was pregnant. Because if I didn't want, I would have told him, no, you got to put something on.
Put something on, don't stop it. But okay. Put something on, don't stop it.
It's not 100% proof, but in this case, when you don't use it, you have what you're gonna do. You know what's gonna happen if you would what you're
gonna do. You at that point. Hey, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it come for you?
That baby come for you. Surely. Okay, so
I would
before we got all off on the wrong
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of
swallowed
where everything was overwhelming?
It was overwhelming.
You should not end it on that note. It was just too overwhelming, right?
For sure. Okay, so the point I was making is the criteria, right? We have to make sure that we are giving our children specific criteria that they should be looking for. And I'm saying our children because that's just where I am, but not even the kids, but we all are still faced with making our decisions, right? Every single day you're making a decision that's ultimately going to lead to something. So let's talk about criteria. Let's talk about criteria in a relationship. What is some of the criteria that the young people should be looking for when they're starting to make those decisions?
I'm just trying to get my 401k up because I ain't got kids. I just want to be somewhere where I can live safely because these mothers off chain. They ain't gonna take care of me the way I need. They ain't gonna change me and stuff. And that's where my mind went with that because they on a different level. So I don't even know how to answer that question because it ain't like when we were growing up. Like, what criteria can you tell somebody that's gonna love a plant?
Everybody's not on that.
Everybody ain't on that.
I'm not saying, but it's an option. But it is an
sexual.
option now. They outside. Their mentality is totally different from what we are.
But this is what I say.
Go ahead, Nick.
This is what I say. I think some advice would be to not take everything so serious.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kids, especially today, are very exaggerative. And they very sensitive. And a lot of them tend to try to be, well, if something happened to me, then you got to take it to the utmost highest extent. Right. Or it's such the end of the world. Or, no, how you going to do that to me? That's why you see folks getting either shot or killed or they messing around, got a whole bunch of baby mamas and no accountability. Or is the baby mama with all the kids? You feel me? So many folks are trying to prove or to make it seem like that. I would say for the kids growing up today, getting into adulthood, is take things in stride, be patient, and look at different perspective. Yeah, because if you do that, yeah, you might be into the plants. Yeah, you might be into the cats and the dogs and the trees and whatever it is you like.
There will be signs. Okay?
It'll be signs, but at least you'll know how to handle whatever it is that is coming up, so you can still move about your business the right way and make better choices. It ain't always got to be the right ones. And I think a lot of folks are so pressured in trying to make the right choice that you are instinctively making the wrong one.
Yeah,
right. And I get that.
You're not being patient enough to see what comes with it and allow it to happen. Like, you might love this tree real fast. Now you didn't jump out into the forest and now you caught something. You feel me? But you just rushed out there just because of emotion. You just rushed out there because this is what you're feeling in the moment, and you ain't really processed it. You ain't really, you know what I mean, thought about it. So that's what I say.
And I agree. I think that the thought process is most important because a lot of our decisions were made without a thought process. It was just going with the flow. So, including my decision to apparently impregnate my damn self. But
see that?
See what I'm talking about.
I'm saying the extreme. Nobody said you did it to yourself.
No, it's just that she's trying to make a point. Yeah. She ain't got no point. That's what it is. Go ahead, sister.
The point is apparently I did it to my damn self. Is what y'all trying to tell me?
No.
Anyway,
ain't nobody
Lord.
said
that. All right, but no, you're right. The thought process.
Kyoka, man.
So,
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Kyoka,
Go ahead.
Yes, because Kyoka has kids. She has grown children. So help
Us.
tell Reese. Tell
me.
Reese since she ain't got no kids talking about some. She don't know what to tell them. What do we tell our kids as criteria?
Well, my two sons, I tell them. Well, first of all, I tell them to date. Don't have one girlfriend. Just date. See what you like. I tell them.
Telling them to be honest with you.
Well, my like right now, my youngest son. I almost say too much on
here,
here, but I tell him to. Be honest with the mother of his child. Be honest with her. My oldest son, is just honest. He gets it. I tell him, if you're looking for someone, remember what I did, how I was, how I raised you guys, how I was in the house, how I washed, clean, that's what you're looking for. You don't want nobody that's just gonna sit around on their ass and do nothing. And then you coming home and you doing what they should have did. So it's just, just stuff like that, because if she's gonna do her part, then you can do your part,
right? Which is
taking care of your home. But it's kind of hard if she's there and she's not doing nothing. It makes you, why am I doing this? And you're not.
Well, I can tell that you're very traditional, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I know a lot of people appreciate that tradition. It's like, because even at a young age, you knew you wanted to be a wife, you wanted to be a mom, so you jumped into that. And I can imagine you probably are a phenomenal wife and mother. You know what I mean?
Was him. I was hell on wheels. I admit it. But
because guess what? Your emotions as a young woman coming into age,
it changed. We don't
know.
I just went with the bull. I'm just what?
Right, we don't know. We dealing with all of that as it unfolds. So, but I can imagine, but nonetheless, traditional. Mm-hmm. You have those values that are very traditional. What do you think about the families that aren't traditional?
Before you answer that question, before we go to that question, we got some comments real quick. So,
yes.
Oh, you got Michelle watching?
Hey,
Michelle.
What
Yeah, so she's saying that. What did I say? Get to know yourself every step of life's journey. People, I ain't got my glasses on, y'all. I feel like nephew last week. People leave.
You feel like me every day right now.
Huh? Read it. Read it.
Get to know yourself. Get to know yourself in every step of life is journey.
That's right.
People tend to evolve into someone they don't recognize years later.
Is a stranger in my house, baby. It's me.
Hold on,
I'm a stranger because I don't even know.
And how many of these drinks she had?
Okay. Speaking of drink, let me say this.
My third.
No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about my bestie. Great point, Michelle.
Today's drink, in case you guys are wanting to know, the Thursday mix today is all about peaches, baby. We are having peach crown with a little bit of orange juice and a little bit of ginger ale, shaken well.
Michelle, we're gonna make one. We're gonna make some, Michelle.
Throw a little peach ring on the side, baby, and you have the classy but sassy.
For the honey butters, we're gonna make that for the honey butters.
The honey butters. We won't talk about that before the end of the episode.
So I like the advice that the online team has been sharing, saying things like be true to yourself, find yourself, because Reese, that goes back to what you said in the beginning about how you didn't even know who you were. And I too said the same thing. I was just out here trying to be young, fancy, and free, and then messed around and got trapped. So today we got to make sure that you're learning yourself. And that's criteria that I absolutely share with my kids. Like I said, I have a son who's grown and then a daughter who's about to be grown. And even though they're grown, they ain't grown. So you're always giving that advice, right? My son, I'm saying things like, find a girl who cares about you personally. Mm-hmm. Find someone who's not just into looking good and being catered to. Right. But I do believe that, as the boy is the man that he's growing into, I'm like, but you are supposed to be a certain level of accommodating. Mm-hmm. And he's coming from a place because, again, he saw his father and I break up. He saw the marriage go under. He saw the second relationship I have went under. So he saw now 2 failed relationships from me. So when I talk about the unconventional part, the part that wasn't as traditional, he saw that. Mm-hmm. So I'm really struggling with that part that says, you still got to treat a woman right. You still got to be with a woman. And he's like, shh. Like he's like me. I ain't seen no successful relationship yet. So what that look like? So it's hard that, trying to explain those things to our children, whether or not we demonstrated it or not. Because if you have been in a situation that was not 100% successful, then you know that it's some of it is inevitable, right? It depends on just the ways that life go. I'm not saying that we don't have a part in picking our partner, but I would have never picked those people that I picked, knowing the things that I know now. So I say that to say, give some grace to the decisions that you made. Give some grace to the decisions that other people have made. Because again, you make the choices based on the options that you have. Mm-hmm. And if you have 4 options and they all raggedy, then them 4, you're going to pick something raggedy, just to say. Mm-hmm. And in the case of our kids, I want to set that criteria to say, hey, let's change up. Let's figure out how you create better options so that you don't have to pick from something raggedy. Fair enough?
What? I mean,
yep.
Nephew, I want to hear from nephew.
I'm sure.
Coho, you start for a second because I know you're going to say something. Nephew, what you think?
I think I agree for the most part. You ain't got too much of back and forth from me.
We create our options, right?
You do create your options.
There you go.
You do also have accountability with them too. So
wow.
In taking accountability with the option that you created, you got to have a one with self and be like, hey, I did kind of pick them. And it was something about them that drove me in. So as well as they had a part to what they played to what y'all created, I think the biggest point would be, especially if you're moving on from it already, what can I take away from this that I did put into it? And how can I put that into another situation a better way?
Absolutely. I agree. You always have to be accountable. And that's something that we did talk about last week, is that there's accountability in everything, even if you chose to stay longer than you should have. Bottom line is that you have to be accountable in the decisions you made and how it led to where you are.
And it's positive things to take from that. Like, even if it went really, really bad, there was moments or there was something in it that you can still take away positive if you open-minded enough to do it. It take it. I ain't gonna say it's easy. Shoot, it's never really gonna be easy. But like, even in one of my situations, because I didn't think I really was too far in the wrong, because it was like, all right, she picked it. She wanted to leave. It ain't me tripping. But she wanted to leave for a reason. You feel me? Right. She didn't feel like something was right for a reason. And there was stuff that led up to it that I just neglected. So you gotta, it don't matter where it's about it or how it is, it ended. You got to know how it got to the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, nephew. I'm with you on that.
Thank you for saying that, nephew.
I mean, no, that serious. Like we take things so seriously, and what you said, like, is in line with how I feel. I just ain't never heard nobody just express it for real, like you did. No, for real. Like, just say for instance, a key example: if someone cheated on me, my first response, obviously, yes, I would be mad because that's the natural human thing to do.
Be a little hurt
because my feelings are hurt.
Be a little bit like
the mature side of me is gonna be like, so what did I do to cause you to go elsewhere? And most people ain't ready to do that because everybody ain't mature to that level again.
Well, when Gabrielle Union did that, everybody drug her for filth. Is that not what happened? They drug her for filth. Nephew, am I lying?
No. They did. But Gabby was tripping too.
She said I was not being the best wife and that she was not doing all the things.
But what Gabby's contributed to was this. You talk too damn much. Ain't nobody
that part. No. Anybody even ask you on it? Anybody ask you on it?
But I think she was trying
leave that way. You just offered it.
She was trying to justify why she was staying with him after the cheating. That's all. That was it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can explain something and still omit information.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah.
Right.
I still chose yada yada yada, but you ain't had to go into so much detail, even if they press you about it.
Exactly, because ain't nobody damn business.
Yeah, it's still your personals.
Absolutely. So you share what you can share.
Yeah.
So that brings up we on some right now. So what nephew just said, what you brought to the table, I gotta ask our guests here, like, because if you ain't know, she's an amazing talent. She got some songs out here you need to listen to because she said they're about life and love and everything like that. So your inspiration behind your songs and your music. Tell us a little bit about like how you orchestrate that. Like what's your thing?
Most of my songs is just when I go through things, I pour them out into songs. So it could be bad, it could be most of the time it's love. I'm in love with being in love. I love love. I love loving people. I love loving.
Who don't love
my man? So
okay, I'm gonna throw this card away and I'm done. I'm like, I'm trying to orchestrate here. I'm trying to lead the boat.
So I mean, so when I write, I just write what's on my heart, whatever. It's like my song "Love Struck." I just like to let a man know how I feel, whether it's a love song or whether it's a tramp song.
Ooh.
I'm gonna let him know
how
how
can you
I
show
feel.
a man how you feel with a trap song? I'm curious about that.
Stacey Red.
Babe, I love you.
Well, mine's is more classy.
You my everything.
Oh yeah. You ain't on no Stacey Red, man. She got a new song now.
Tell them hoes we go.
Like I got one that says, like one of my lines says, "I want you to want me. Not trying to lead you on. I just want to be your fantasy. So let me be the one you need.
Be my fantasy."
So it's just stuff like that.
Great googly moves.
I just,
my God.
Hey, I love good men. I love men, especially good men. So
good men.
I have no problem with expressing how I feel in songs. Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
I'm very loving. I'm very sexual with my music.
Sexual.
There you go. Thank you.
Very much. I feel it. I feel the energy. Go ahead.
Even in my reels, I pour it out in my reels.
You be looking at the camera.
Don't she look at the camera with that little wink? I can't do that.
What was that? Make love to the camera from Mike.
And who don't know how, man, making love to the camera. Let me tell you, this lady right here, y'all.
All the time.
Don't you know?
It'd be a Snapchat. She be doing it. I'd be like, what?
I remember I was scrolling on TikTok one day and I'm looking, and then her reel came by. She gave this like, come here.
But even the reel, when I started doing the reels for she like,
yeah.
I mean, I love it's just the way that I feel, and I want the men to feel how I feel.
Well, you
them.
done felt it.
We do.
Shoot. Because I was like,
what's up?
It's not just for mine at home. It's for the men out there. Because when I, they ain't really seen me be in love on stage, so that's what I'm gearing towards. So when I'm on stage, like a Donna Summer,
okay, not like Donna Summer.
Yeah.
Donna, we love that.
Because she was sexy,
yes,
sensual, yeah. So.
Very soft, very elegant.
I like to rap that rap.
Demure.
Yeah. Very demure.
Demure.
Very mindful.
Yeah.
Very demure.
Demure.
Yeah, that part.
Well, we definitely got to come see you. And for everybody who's watching, please make your plans, make your arrangements, do what you got to do. Follow her page. Give me your page again.
TikTok and IG, it's IMKYOKAMUSIQ.
Yes.
And Facebook, it's Kioka Music. I have to switch that up.
Yeah, but you do. Yeah,
so,
everybody
absolutely, y'all. Go follow our guest today. She is amazing. I have enjoyed this is my first time being around you in person. We talked on the phone. I followed your page. I've been looking at you. So, I mean, but when you meet somebody and you get to see their vibe, like it's everything. So,
absolutely. A whole vibe with that look.
See the music. Can't wait to be there present.
Absolutely.
And see the music come to life.
Absolutely. So you got any new projects coming up that you want to tell folks about? What you got going on? Anything that's happening in your world?
Right now, I released R&B CD in November, December. So I'm still pushing that right now. So I got a video I just released with my son, Frank Luke, and I'm getting ready to do another video with Nina Chanel, the rapper Nina Chanel.
Ooh.
And so I got a couple other things coming up, but I'm working on writing for other artists in the city.
Okay,
so,
yes.
Yeah,
that's always a win-win. I hear some of the best songs were ghost written by other people. And they make a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. And where you gonna be at tonight, ma'am?
And tonight I am hosting at Lit on 8.
Yeah.
Hours from 5 to 7, and the show starts at 8. Yeah.
I did.
Y'all got some talent. You can rap, you can sing, you can play an instrument, you can You got poetry. Come on down. It's free to get
You heard
in.
Yeah.
You heard it.
Come
Free
in
to
and buy
get
you a
in.
drink and chill out with us. We have so much fun.
That's
Okay,
what's up. Is that every Thursday night?
Every Thursday. So
Every Thursday night.
I'm
Lit on
hoping,
Eighth.
and I'm trying to push myself into being the new host. So we'll see.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Let's
enough,
bring it
if
to
enough
existence.
people tune in, then they ain't gonna have no choice. So for those of us that here in the city, go down there and holler her name.
Come on.
And then for the ones
Come on.
who are not in the city, log on and type her name.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
So that way folks can show that support, and ultimately we won't have no choice.
Yeah,
but
check
to
out
make it
my TikTok. I think you like that. My
Mhm.
TikTok.
Yeah, her TikTok. My gosh.
Great.
I feel-
And then what is it?
Yeah.
I am Kioka. What
I am Kioka Music.
I am Kioka.
She did one for She Black. I thought I had to apologize for her. I felt like I cheated.
Did I have clothes on? Look, y'all. Since I've been on this weight loss journey, so I'm able to wear stuff that I hadn't worn since I was 20.
One of them you had a She Black shirt on. The other one you was up here clothes up. You doing this. I said, wait a minute now.
Oh,
Oh, there was one that I did with no clothes on.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
I thought that was a facade. Now she just said what it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
for real.
no. It is what it is.
And now,
but my arms was crossed, so you know.
yeah, that's
I
when she was like
naked.
this.
Yeah.
And now she gonna bring a zipper in there too. I mean, what the hell? Like, what you know?
You know, since I've been just the older I get, the more I appreciate myself and the men around me that appreciate me.
I love it.
And I'm rediscovering myself, and I love it.
Love
There you
it.
go.
Well, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Do we have
Mm.
any other comments from the section out in social media land? Anybody want to chime in on any of the things we talked about today?
Come on, y'all come on down the lit. Y'all in the city, come on down.
Oh man.
I'll buy you a drink. Y'all come tell me. I heard you on Thursday's mix. You said you're
The
gonna buy me a
Thursday
drink,
mix. Yes.
and I got your drink.
Hey, don't you be asking me no
Now,
cash
don't you
app.
come
Don't you
up-
ask me for no cash app. Don't you do that. Don't you send me no text message for no damn cash app.
Your fans hit me up and they call me
Yeah.
about
Hey, like
They cost
But
me
they gotta be in it.
Only
They gotta be in the
on
city though.
red.
They gotta be in the city.
They gotta be in the city.
They gotta come out so they won't get a
Come
drink
down
unless
to
they
lit
come
on
down,
8,
so.
y'all.
Come on, we get
Yeah,
y'all one. What is this? Peach Crown,
Yes, peach
orange
crown.
juice,
Orange juice and a little ginger ale.
and a little.
Why every time we have a guest, you gotta get them lit?
It's
this
called
second
the
guest you got lit.
classy, but sassy.
Yeah, this was cool.
With the
'cause
fan.
Last time I was here with Joe and nephew, I was quiet. I think I was more quiet.
Yeah, no. You loosen up.
Oh, she did really?
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is loose right now?
Nah, fancy free.
I love it.
Not
That's
fancy
right.
free, you say.
That's what we
Free.
do here at the Thursday Mix. We having a laid back environment.
Hello.
Right? We have a
Yeah.
laid back type of
Ah.
vibe. We are after work. Ain't no rules here, baby. We came to chill, relax, kick back, have some drinks, optional. But we came to dish a little dirt. So at the end of the day, that's what we do at the Thursday Mix.
We had the
I'm so
Thursday
glad
mix,
that-
baby.
I'm so glad that we had Kioka stop by, and we would hope to have her again anytime, Kioka, especially if you have something big coming up. We want to be able to promote that. So absolutely, we expect to see her again. But keep watching, keep tuning in, guys. Check us out on all social media. We on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on YouTube, The Thursday Mix. Stay in the know about all the things we're talking about. Chime in, give me your opinion, because I be having very little support up here. My
You
co-host,
see what I'm saying?
my co-host do not be holding me down the way a co-host supposed to. But however, I'm gonna stand on what I'm gonna stand on. That's one thing about me. You guys, you're gonna learn to know me. I'm gonna stand on what I said. I said what I said.
Stand
Okay.
on being.
First and
I
foremost, I don't like how she's so comfortable calling me her damn co-host. I don't want to, it's rolling off her tongue a little bit too.
This is,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
become
Natural for me.
affectionately
Ah, shit.
a beautiful nickname. It's okay. She is nothing like that. But
I
at
am
the
Big
end of the
Reese,
day-
aka that
Reese.
sexy one.
Big Reese. She do this, y'all. She had this little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna have to come through here more often on Thursdays.
Absolutely.
Even if I just sit over there in the
Yes.
corner and just have my drink and watch y'all with the next.
Right. Take the load off in the lounge. Anybody else who want to pop in, give us a holler on the Thursday Mix, and we will make space for you to come take a seat in the lounge.
Come on in,
Oh,
y'all.
You see what I'm saying, man?
Y'all
Talk
better-
and chime in from the background.
Y'all
because
better
we
come
love
on
that.
in here.
But until next Thursday, guys, we appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Thursday Mix. We'll catch
Yeah,
you
yay.
on Thursday.
Yay, yay.
And it's a wrap.